come at me with that. Don't come at me with that reptilian shit either, because we gonna laugh you off, man. You will get laughed out the block, man. All right.
Yeah, a lot of people say that Edomites are really reptilians.
Yeah, man, I got family members that come at me with that shit. I'm like, nah, bro, it's the Edomites, man. It's these banking families, it's these different nations. But look, the point I'm trying to make, though, all right, is that they perverted the scriptures, they perverted the images, all right, which we don't bow down to images, you know, we use them as a reference, you know what I'm saying? But yo, they done corrupted the whole world, all right? These Americans, these people think it's a, you know, they living in a good country, you know, a good God-fearing country. You got little kids being sacrificed, man. You got all manners of odious works of witchcraft that's being practiced behind closed doors. And guess what? They're starting to promote it openly now. All right? They promote sodomy. They promote all types of wicked abominations, man. That's why we're sighing and crying in the midst thereof, man. All right? That's why we're sighing and crying. Because this whole place is wicked, man. All right? That's why it says this is a curse. All right, bring out that scripture again and call it out too.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 5, verse 3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
Because the whole world is wicked, man. And them chariots, you know, it's a curse. All right?
For everyone that stealeth.
It's a curse to them.
For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side, according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side, according to it.
Because who's the number one thief, man? All right, like the brother read, everyone that stealeth shall be cut off. So like, let me see what it says. Shall be cut off on this side, as on this side, according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off on that side, according to it. Now, who's the number one thief, man? Who's the one who stole the most? It's these devils, man. Scriptures talk about it too. You know, bring out, man, hold that and bring out the book of Obadiah, where it says, we're not thieves, we're not great robbers, something like that, leave enough. Let me see real quick. You got it on Obadiah? Let me see.
I think it's Obadiah 7.
Yeah, number 5. Yeah, there we go. Verse 5.
Oh, I thought it was 7.
Not yet. So, you know, just to make a point, man, that's talking about Esau's the biggest thief, man. All right, he done stole this whole land, all right, this side of the whole world from the indigenous, who are the northern tribes, man. Our brothers of the northern tribes, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Latinos, all right? He stole all this from them, man. The Indies, I wouldn't say the Indies, but the West Indies too, you know, the so-called Puerto Ricans, you know, the so-called Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Dominicans. He stole all that from them. You go into the history, you know, they glamorize Christopher Columbus, but Christopher Columbus was a rapist, man. Christopher Columbus was a real criminal, man. All right, they you know, I remember they brought me up, you know, reverencing Christopher Columbus like such a great man. And I was a little kid, man. I was like, yeah, you know, yeah. And then when you grow up, you learn he was raping little women. You know, how he did the Tainos, you know? Esau's the real criminal, man. All right, you got it.
Women and boys.
Yeah, man. This devil, hey, man, the scripture says, man, you know, he wouldn't sit them by his dogs. Imagine the children, man. You know, but you got it. Real quick.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grapes gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Right. So, yo, man, would they have not stolen till they had enough? This devil never had enough. He has an insatiable thirst for everything, man. All right, he wants to conquer the whole world. He already got the whole world. He's already on top, man. He's already on top. His countries are world powers, man. Dealing with Russia, America, the EU. All right, he basically got the whole world following after him, man. All right, because all these people out here, they following after that Western democracy. You know what I'm saying? That democracy. They trying to adopt that westernized culture. You know what I'm saying? But this devil wants more, man. All right, this devil wants more. All right, he got his banks all over the country. He's controlling the currency of all the countries. But this devil wants more, man. He wants to put chips in people. He wants to literally be as the Most High, which we're gonna get into that as well. All right. Is that it on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Come on. All right. So go back to Zechariah chapter 5, and then continue on number 4.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go to Revelation. Yeah, no, 9 and 13. 13 and 9. So you got it.
Zechariah chapter 5, verse 4. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name.
Now, you know, it seemed like I skipped over that point too, but you know, we had to read it on to get the full point about that as well. You know, the house of the thief. This devil done stole a lot, man. All right, he stole a lot, killed a lot, and on top of that, this is the icing on the cake, man. He puts himself as the Hebrew Israelites. He calls himself as the Hebrew Israelites. He calls himself the holy people. All right, he holds himself as the authority concerning the scriptures. He's the reason why you got the so-called black man, Latino, Native American walking down the street, coming scoffing like, oh, the Bible's the white man's book. No, it's not. It's our book, but he put his name, he put his face on it. All right, that's what he did. He put his face on it. He made himself into the face of the scriptures, but now we're coming out and we're proclaiming the truth, man. All right, and his strongholds that he put out, they're being torn down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right.
Zechariah chapter 5, verse 4. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief.
The house of the thief, that's the so-called white man, these Edomites, and all you nations that are confederate as well, man.
And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, it shall remain in the midst of his house.
And they swear falsely because, you know, they say, oh, America's a God-fearing country. You know, they got them presidents, you know, putting their hand on the Bible, which that's really, you know, that's just weird. You know, you don't swear by the Bible, you swear by the Lord. You feel me? But either way, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the heck? You know? But they swear falsely, man. All right, you got it.
And shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof.
And shall consume it with the timbers thereof and the stones thereof, meaning everything's gonna be burned away, man. All right, everything's gonna be burned away. Their militaries, especially America, man. This whole place is gonna be up in flames. All right, and that's it on that. Now you get the scripture.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
If any man have an ear, let him hear, man.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
God.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
God, and that's another thing too. These so-called white men, all right, the Edomites, according to the Bible, they led our people into captivity. They stole our people. They kidnapped our people, man. All right, starting with the so-called black man, the Hebrew Israelite of the tribe of Judah, on down to the other tribes, man, to the northern kingdom, man. They stole them. They put them into captivity. They shipped them out to Europe as well, man. You know, that's why you got certain Europeans, like, you know what I'm saying, they mingled amongst the Europeans. You know, that's why you got certain Europeans that got that, you know, they got that northern tribe flavor, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they you know, mingled amongst the Europeans. They came out, you know, children came out, you know. But that goes into that's basically the result of the so-called white man taking us into the lands of captivity, man, stealing us away, putting us into slavery. You got it.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
God. All right, so if any man goes into captivity, read that scripture again, Baba Shah, just to make that point.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
And that's the main reason why, all right, everything is happening, because he's gonna save us out of our captivity. All right, but this devil and these other nations, they're gonna go into captivity. All right, bring out the book of Psalms chapter 83, Baba Shah.
Khan.
All right.
I got a Jeremiah 51.
Khan, you got it.
51 and 1. Jeremiah chapter 51 and 1. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that raise up against me and destroying wind. Slakia. A destroying wind. And I will send, verse 2, and I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her around about.
Khan. All right, break it down.
Khan. So, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is breaking down this land for everybody who's around, everybody who's confederate against America. America, who has their own confederacy against the Israelites, are turning on them. All right. Not only is it gonna be Russia, China, so on and so forth, but European. All right. So
And I'm gonna support everything you said later on, man. It's all in the spirit, man.
God.
The spirit leads to it.
So NATO and the EU is all going to turn on America. All right.
God.
So this is Bible prophecy being spoken once again, and it all starts with who? The wicked.
That's right. God. All right. So you had Revelations 13 and 9, or was it you?
13 and 9.
God. Yeah. Basically, man. Yeah. He that goes into captivity, or he that leadeth into captivity must go to captivity. He that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Because this devil led us into captivity, he's gonna go into captivity. He killed us with the sword, and he did kill us with the sword, man. He's gonna go, he's gonna get killed with the sword after his 1,000 years is done. He's gonna be wiped away as a nation, All right, but you bring out Ezekiel chapter 35.
Book of Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Now Mount Seir is the capital of Edom. All right, because back in the ancient days, all right, the Edomites, the so-called white man, they dwelled in the land of Edom, and Mount Seir was their capital. Now you got people out there that talk about, the Edomites is the Arabians, or so on and so forth. Look, man, you go into the actual structures that they got over there. All right, it resembles the Greek temples that they built. It resembles the Roman places of government that they had.
But their number one symbol is the eagle.
The eagle
and the pillars. Slakia, the pillars.
Right. There's no denying it.
Gone.
But you got these people that want to come here and they want to, but we're too far gone in the game. I mean, yeah, we're too far into the game. You know what I'm saying? To go back and argue back and forth. If they don't get it, we moving on, man. All right, because the truth does not dwell with them. And guess what? If you read into the scriptures, it tells you, the Lord got a veil in the world so they don't see it. You got a veil, they don't see it. Even our people, the 2/3, we put a veil over them so they don't see it, man. So they don't get the scriptures.
God.
All right, you got it.
Verse 3, and say unto it. Chapter 35, verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee.
Now, when the scriptures talk about Yahweh Shem Shai stretching out his hand against something, that means he's going to stretch out his power against him. He's going to take something down. The same way he stretched his hand out against Egypt, man. He hit it with the 10 plagues. And each and every one of those plagues, all right, was a middle finger to every idol that they worship, man.
God.
All right, and that's how bad the Lord is, man. That he did that to show the world, because Israel back then, Egypt back then, all right, they built their country, their kingdom on top of our backs, man. We built up their kingdoms, we built up their pyramids. All right, we were the reason why Egypt was blooming back in the day, because they had us in slavery.
And Slakia, they did it, and Yahweh Shem Shai did it. What is the word I'm looking for? Did it strategically.
Yup.
Certain plagues at certain times to make sure that the empire collapsed upon itself. All right.
Exactly. Yup.
Continue, Slakia.
Yeah. All right, and that's another thing too, because the Lord's real. He's the master chess player, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a former of all things, but them plagues, man. All right, because you best believe back in the day, people were looking at Egypt like, oh, I wonder what their idol means, and this means, and that means, and so on and so forth. Which them idols, man, them Egyptians, man, they worship that witchcraft, And Esau, he brings that witchcraft, like that Baphomet idol. All right, that Baphomet deity, it goes back to the goat of Mendes that they were worshiping in ancient Egypt. It all comes from their witchcraft, man.
Hey, roughly paraphrasing the scripture, there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, there's nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun, man.
Ecclesiastes 1:9.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, every plague that the Lord hit them with, it was a slap to the face. It was a middle finger to their power, to their idols that they were worshiping. All right, because the Lord wanted to make His power manifest. That's why, in the book of Joshua, what happened? That's why in the book of Joshua, you had that Canaanite woman that took them spies in and hit them because she knew of the power of Yahweh. She knew of the power, man. Like, she like, hell no, she don't want no smoke with Yahweh. All right?
Said, protect me and my family.
She made a deal with those two.
Bring out the book of Psalms chapter 9 and 15. All right, I'm thinking it's about that time to bring that scripture out. All right, but you keep on going with that one.
All right, Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 3, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
You'll make Mount Seir most desolate. And I pray you Rothschilds, you higher ups are watching this, man. He's gonna make y'all desolate, man. All right, cause y'all on top right now, but he's gonna make y'all desolate, man. You got it.
Verse 4, I will lay thy cities waste.
You lay your cities waste. Everything you built, man. It's crazy because you could go to the main cities. You could go to LA. I go to LA every weekend, man. Push the word with Kabarim of the Most High, powerful brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got buildings. They still trying to build up their skyscrapers, man. Here it is. This kingdom is coming down. You still got dudes building up them skyscrapers, man, with the little crane and all that. Yahweh Shem Shot's gonna smash all that, man. Yahweh Shem Shot's gonna destroy all that, man. With the ICBM thermonuclear missiles, man. Got it, man.
Verse 4, I will lay thy city waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou know that I am the Lord.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because another thing too, with the wicked on top, with the wicked in rulership, he's not giving praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He's giving these people Baphomet. He's giving these people Caesarea Borgia, you know, who the world, basically Caesarea Borgia, he got everybody calling on Jesus Christ, man. He got everybody calling on Jesus Christ. The real name is Hamashiach Yahushai, man. Which means the anointed, or Yahushai Hamashiach, which means the anointed Yahushai. You know, and the word Yahushai goes back to the word he delivers, and who's he coming to deliver? The wicked, man. Because you got the wicked in rulership, and the wicked the wicked wants to destroy us, man.
God.
The wicked wants to destroy us. That's real talk. He wants to make us extinct, man. I got bring out the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10.
I got you.
Don't laugh at that, brother.
Slaki.
Because this wicked kingdom's at almost at an end.
Yeah.
2nd Ezra 15, chapter Slaki. Verse 10, right?
Yeah.
That was right there.
Just a quick little precept.
And verse 10, and it reads, behold, my people is led to a flock, Slaki, led as a flock to the slaughter.
All right, because our people, all right, who did they, the 2/3, they trust in this devil, man. Like the scripture says, woe unto those that go to Egypt for help. That's Psalms chapter 30 or 31, if I'm not mistaken. You know, they trust in this devil, man. They go to this devil for help, all right? They go to this devil for help, all right? And this devil, he's not going to help them. This devil's not for your well-being, all right? You simpletons out there, you simple Black, Latino, and Native Americans, this devil wants to have you extinct, man. This devil's preparing to put that sword on you. He got his troops out in the cities. All right, he's getting ready to vaccine you. He put his mark upon you, which is the RFID chip. All right, this devil wants to see you dead, man. All right, because he has that perpetual hatred for us, man, and we're going to get ready to read that as well. But finish up that precept.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
I will not suffer them now to dwell into the land of Egypt, meaning the Lord's not going to allow us to dwell in this land, man, because we are in danger. It's like a little boy or a little girl who got kidnapped and the motherfucker's about to kill her, man.
Khan, and that's even the 2/3.
Yeah.
That's how much mercy Yahweh Shem Yahushai has, that he will destroy you by thermonuclear fire so you can come back righteously.
Well, yeah, but he's really, he's really gonna save his elect, man.
Khan.
You know, the 2/3, they're gonna come back through our loins, but that's the mercy that he got for the 2/3 as well. You know, but the elect, man, he ain't gonna allow, Adawan Ratazah, we're of that number. He ain't gonna allow us to, dwell here with all this hell that's about to break loose, with all these agendas Esau got towards us, man. That world depopulation. You know, we are in a serious predicament, man.
Khan.
A very serious predicament. Is that it on that?
I can read 11. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and